G'day, and welcome to the weekly 2-hour special where we round up 2 hours worth of public freakouts from the past thousands of clips that I've collected over the years. Let's get into it.
According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you. You still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe.
Here we go to Kevin, who slightly loses it over someone who he perceives to be illegal.
Illegal! I hate illegal!
What is the problem?
You're illegal! You are illegal! Illegal! What is your problem? What is your problem?
Why are you yelling at him?
Hey, no, he can't do that!
Yes, he can.
No, he can't! I almost had an accident.
It's not his fault.
Amen. What do you say? You say
Illegal.
okay.
Mother. Get the out of here, mother. That's illegal. That's against the law.
It's for real. It's sad too. You can take my license away. I don't care. You're being racist and you're harassing.
Out of here, illegal.
Okay.
You illegal.
You're illegal. Look at your accident. Don't let him run you over.
Take my car. How about you myself?
Yeah, fool.
Bitch, you illegal, homie.
Here we have yet another racist mother... Man, always seeing some of these clips is just people just being complete and utter assholes to other people. We're all humans, man. Why do we need to be like this to each other? We all got lives we want to live. We all have goals. Like, why do we have to be like this? Like, this is genuinely the worst thing. And this is just, oh man, sometimes the human race just disappoints me. You know, it's just depressing. In this next clip, we got a Karen who's been a plain nuisance to a guy trying to do his job in his van. This person just did a DoorDash delivery to a manager at CBS, and this CBS manager decided to report the food as not delivered, which, you know, if you understand anything about DoorDash, this can get you in a lot of trouble. At the bare minimum, you might be put into a position where you have to pay for the missing meal or things along those lines, and at the worst, you could have your account removed. Anyhow, she's gone back to the CBS to confront the manager because, you know, she actually delivered the food. Here's what happened.
Yeah, so I got a text message from DoorDash saying that you...
Okay, but why did you have the nerve to come in my job talking to me when I was with another customer?
Because you had the nerve to report your food as never being received, so I can get in trouble and have to pay for it or lose my job.
I did not report nothing. If you have a problem, you need to contact DoorDash instead of coming in my job.
Well, don't report it as being...
Okay, well, like I said, you need to go...
So you're saying you got your food?
You need to leave me alone, that's what I'm saying.
You're saying you got your food?
Police.
That's
and
fine,
if
you
you're
can talk to
me, I'm going to call the police. So please leave
That's
my
fine.
job.
Just, I just need you to say that you got your food.
I need you to leave my job.
You can call the police. We can talk about fraud and all that.
I don't care what we can talk about, lady. You're in my job of business. Leave me alone. Period.
Where's your manager?
I'm a manager.
You don't got another boss?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, CVS is hiring thieves here, huh? I just want you to admit that you got your food so I don't lose my job. I deliver food to you and then you sit there and tell my work I never dropped the food off? Huh? Yes. I delivered it here to her. So hopefully they have cameras, but she's trying to say I never dropped her food off. I'm just waiting for you to admit that you took your food and I'll leave you alone.
For you to get the out my face. That's what I'm waiting for you to do. Like, you making me act the food at work and it's not even that serious.
It is that serious. It's fraud. It's stealing. You stole and now you're trying to make me get in trouble for it. Why don't you get back on DoorDash and tell them you got your food then? It's because you didn't want to pay for the crazy big meal that you purchased?
You talking about crazy big
steak, shrimp, chicken meal? You forget about what you just ate?
Out my face. Are you still here talking shit to me? Leave me alone. Record that.
Okay.
Record that.
And
you
I'm gonna send it to
Leave
corporate.
Me alone.
I just want you to admit
I
that
just want
you
you to
stole.
leave me alone.
I want you to admit that
I
you
just want you
stole.
to leave me alone.
Well, it's not going to happen because you're messing up my job now.
I don't give a leave me alone.
Oh, you don't care
You're
that?
at my word, the business.
Oh, good.
Still talking.
So you mess with my job, now I'm messing with your job. How about that? Sounds pretty even to you? You lied and said you didn't get your food so you don't have to pay for it. You lied so you didn't have to pay for your food. And now you're trying to get me in trouble with my job. You should be really ashamed of yourself that you would do something like
Leave
that.
me the fuck alone. I'm not ashamed of myself, so it doesn't matter what you say.
So you just don't care about
leave me
stealing?
alone.
So stealing doesn't make you feel ashamed? Stealing doesn't make you feel ashamed at all. You're just totally content with stealing. Awesome. CVS should really know what kind of employees they have. You probably steal from here too.
Okay, I wouldn't have a job if I did. So leave me alone. You're the one sitting up here talking to me about my job. And if I was stole from my job, I wouldn't have a job. So why are you still in my face?
Because I'm waiting for
You're
you to admit that
harassing
you're
me. Why are you
stealing. Because you're
stealing?
stealing. You're trying to take money.
I'm not even trying to go back and forth with her, but she's still in my face, in my place of work, still yelling at me. Do DoorDash know you're doing this? Come back
I'm
here
going to
yelling.
send them this video. I'm recording everything.
Do you have permission to record me?
Oh, I don't need permission. It's public place. North Carolina state law, only one person has to approve of the recording, and that one person can be me. So I'm very aware of the laws. Well, that's okay, because I'm going to send this to corporate and let them know.
I don't care what you send it to.
Good.
Out my face.
Usually I'm against the idea of making someone lose their job, but you know, it's one of those things where you're currently a manager of a store and you've done something along these lines. I could only guess how bad of an actual manager you are, or how you treat the people who work under you, because you know, there's always really two core types of managers. They're the ones that actually care, and the ones that are extremely self-entitled and don't actually give a damn about anyone else aside from themselves. And because they're in the managerial position, their egos are so far up their ass, they don't actually realize when they're doing something inherently wrong. So it'd be funny that if this video got this manager fired. Unfortunately, I have no idea if that's the case or not. So, yeah, maybe someone has that information that they can give me in the comments down below. Who knows? This Karen's upset that whilst at the dog park, one of the other dogs decided to drink out of the same water bowl that her dog was drinking out of, and was also taking her dog's ball. In the clip, we can see those two dogs are kind of playful to each other and having a ball, but hey, the Karen wasn't having it, so here's the clip.
You look good and you're healthy. But you're talking to a little dog. What are you going to get a wage dog and see if they're over 35 pounds?
No, I expect people to have respect for
We
others.
do, but you're
We
not
had
showing
respect, and you're
You're
telling
the
us
one who didn't show respect.
you're telling
You
us to
pick up-
shut up. Don't tell me to shut up.
Shut the up.
Listen,
I'm filming you right now.
Go ahead.
listen. We all get along. These dogs are non-aggressive. And if you have a very beautiful dog, you're very pretty, but why are you so difficult?
Because you Hispanic assholes come
I'm
in
not
here
Hispanic.
and think you
I'm
know the
American.
word. Yeah, right.
That's right. I'm American, and I was born in America. So you're a racist, stupid white woman.
You're goddamn right. By the way, the woman who's filming this, her dog comes in, drinks out of my dog's water, takes her ball, runs around. She doesn't say a word.
It's a park. It's a dog park.
It's a free world.
Where is my dog supposed to drink water from?
Get your lazy ass going. There's 3 bowls of water right there. You can. They need to be filled up. Fill them up.
She really showed her true colors there by saying, "Oh, you Hispanic people." It's like, like, I don't get some people like this that just have to always equate everything to the race of that person. And it's even funnier when they get that so ridiculously wrong on the same note. In this next clip, we got a Karen trying to call up the local Walmart to get their managers to talk to their managers. Turns out the managers are in a meeting, but she's too impatient. She can't wait like the 30 minutes to an hour to wait for the managers to be done with their meeting, so instead she keeps annoying the customer service worker.
Yo, this lady keep calling.
Customer service.
Okay, I don't know who you think you are that you think you can hang up in my face, but you're not going to do it again.
Okay.
Get me a manager on this
Yeah, she called to talk to a manager, right? All the managers are in a meeting, so I let her know that. She said, no, you're not going to hang up on me. So I hung up the first time. Then she just called back again and said what she said. Girl, you don't have any power here. Said you're not going to hang. Bye. Here she go again. Customer service.
I will have you all fired if you don't get me a manager.
The managers are in a meeting, ma'am.
Okay, well, ma'am, you know what? I am not stupid. You have some...
Customer service.
You know what? I'm going to keep calling until you get a manager on the phone.
They're in a meeting, ma'am.
I don't care. It doesn't...
Customer service.
Ma'am, I'm going to keep calling every department until you get somebody.
You're going to keep getting me, ma'am. The managers are in a meeting right now.
Well, I am glad that you're the only one that I'm going to get, because now they'll know who's been such a...
Oh, you want a tussle?
Yes. I am going to report you. You've been rude and disrespectful.
I told you the managers are in a meeting, ma'am. I can't fill your request.
You hung up in my face. You didn't even try.
Bye.
Need to speak to a manager.
They're still in a meeting, ma'am.
Then transfer me to electronic.
Okay, 1 second.
So disrespectful. She hung up on me 7 times. She laughed in my face. And I was so mad with her that I called her a... That's how disrespectful she was to me.
Friend, she crazy. She kept calling and harassing me over the phone. She kept calling me. So before I started recording, she called. I'm like, customer service, whatever. How can I help you? Can I speak to a manager? Oh, all the managers are in a meeting right now. Well, you need to get somebody, you ghetto girl. What? So then I started recording. I don't got that much time to explain. So if y'all want a story time, comment down below. So after the ghetto girl, it hit me. You're done. You're done. I woke up, put lashes on, walked out the house just to get here and see that my lash was lifted and I didn't have no glue. So I was already irritated that I had to take them off. So I had time. I can't make this up, y'all. I told y'all, they crazy.
Ain't gonna lie, I'd totally do the same thing. It's just way too funny. It's just like, you told them the first time that, hey, the manager's in a meeting, you're gonna have to wait, there's nothing I can do about it. And if they keep insisting on they need help from a manager, it's just like, at that point, they're a lost cause. What's the point caring when they clearly don't give an absolute huck about anyone else's time? They just want to get served for some dumb, stupid reason. It's probably nonsense. They probably just want to talk to a manager just because. But I don't know, it's just one of those stupid things. I'd do the same thing, ain't gonna lie. The one behind the camera here goes into McDonald's, gets their child a Happy Meal and gives it to them. What they didn't know was that there'd be an unwelcome surprise within that Happy Meal. And for those who are bug adverse, who are not a fan of bugs, warning, because that surprise was a cockroach. Here's what happens next.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, Kayla. Come here. Excuse me. You guys may not want to eat here. There's a roach in here. I swear. Look, lift up the napkin. Oh, no. I gotta get my phone. Yeah, no. Excuse me. Excuse me. Lift up this napkin. Lift up the napkin. I gave it to my baby.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm shaking.
I'm sorry about this.
She ate a nugget already. I'm I'm so scared.
I'm sorry. You get rid of this. Can I?
I'm so
Can you
sorry.
get your money?
Yes, I want my. Of course, I want my money back. And I'm calling the health department so you guys know.
Okay, what's a Happy Meal and what else?
That's it, just a Happy Meal.
It was at 6:02.
No, baby, no. Mommy will get you something.
This is a tough one for me to just break down. Okay, I should probably make it clear. The cockroach part of this is pretty bad. The staff's reaction is something that I'm sitting there going like, man, that man just seemed to have severely lacked any form of empathy to this. But at the same time, I have a feeling that that's sheerly because he saw that and was just like, oh God, help me now. Like, it's just like you see something like imagine the feeling when you see something that just makes your heart drop and it's just like, oh, that's not good. I can only imagine that's what the staff are feeling by just seeing that, let alone what the mother's feeling at this point in time, knowing that her child just ate some food out of that same packaging that had a cockroach inside of it. Which actually makes me ask a curious question. With Happy Meals in America, do they just throw the chips and nuggets straight into the Happy Meal box? Is there no additional packaging to put the chips in neatly and the nuggets in neatly so that they are mostly separated from the box? It's like, is that not a thing over there? Because it is here. Like, there's small paper packagings that they'll put the small fries and the 3 or 4 nuggets into and then put it inside the Happy Meal box, so it's nice and neat. Because it looks like it wasn't, at least in this Happy Meal. It may be different depending on the Macca's. Anyhow, that's wild. Like, I'm sure the manager saw that, and his life at Macca's was going through his eyes. It's just like, oh no, I might, dependent on how this goes, I could actually lose my job, or things can go horribly, horribly wrong. Like, it can, man, it's such a sucky situation just to have anything along those lines happen. It's horrible. Just encountering a cockroach inside of a bag of food. That is not what you want to be seeing, and it's a huge question on how in the world did that happen. We have a woman who's extremely upset because the guy who took her out on a date does not want to buy a drink for her and decides to ask someone else that question instead.
So you really not gonna pay for my drink?
No, I'm not here.
So
you don't get no drink, you ain't got no money? I'm not gonna keep spending my money on you.
So you're not gonna let me get the drink?
You might as well take her wristband off. She ain't getting it.
What are you talking about? Give me my drink. No, stop playing, for real.
You ain't got no money, bro. I'm not gonna keep spending my money on you, bro. You don't never give me no money or nothing, bro.
What do you mean? You're a grown man. You're supposed to take care of me.
Thought like a trick.
You're supposed to take care of me.
You over with, bro.
Come on, give me the drink.
No.
So you're not gonna give me the drink. So what you bring me up here for? To just watch you?
Yeah, boy. You're gonna watch me have a good time.
Excuse me, sir. He talking about he can't buy my drink. If you take a lady out on a date, you buy her drink, right?
I typically do. Man, I'm not here.
I think
I don't do none of that, man.
So what you gonna do? What you gonna buy? Am I gonna get the drink or not?
No, you over with. Sit down.
So what do I gotta do for the drink?
You don't gotta do nothing but sit here. You ain't getting no drink.
Really?
Hell yeah, boy. That shit dead, bro. I'm not no
Who
motherfucking
is?
trick.
Man, I'm finna go, man. There's no reason to me being here then.
I don't know if I'd consider that the correct reaction to this type of thing, but ultimately, I'd ask the question to you guys. What do you think about this one? Let me know in the comments down below.
Here we return to Dollar Tree, where we have an interesting situation that's going on, where an old man is having difficulties using his card at the checkouts, and the employee here is not exactly being helpful about it.
Only insert it right here. Listen, you got 2 seconds. You got 2 seconds to insert that card, or I'm going to void the transaction, and you're going to have to leave.
I want to check by myself. You must be quiet.
No, you must do what I'm telling you to do. It won't work.
Yes, I want to check by myself.
You just did. It didn't work. You can't swipe it. It's not that type of card.
Not that card if you don't know how to use it. Don't see. I
And then when it doesn't do it, what are you going to do? It's not going to do it. Go ahead. It's not going to do it. Okay, go ahead. What does it say? Insert the card. What I've been telling you to do for the last 2-3 minutes. If you'd have done it before, we'd be done, you'd be gone. You want to check again? Really? No. Brain dead.
Look, I understand the frustrations of some old people who just never grow to understand these type of things. No matter how many times you tell them this one thing, they'll never actually process it properly and do it correctly. But this is not how you react to that type of thing, especially when you're at the cash register and the old person you're helping here is not related to you in any way, shape, or form. This is not how you do this. I don't like saying people should get fired for things purely because I know what things are like right now in the world, but I hope you got some form of strong discipline for just how you treated that old guy for not being able to use a card correctly. Yes, you kept trying to swipe it when it wasn't a card that was going to swipe, but you know, sometimes they just don't quite understand that. So you've got to actually do your best to calmly help them, not yell at them, yell and scream at them for doing it wrong. That's never going to help the situation. This clip is a lot, if I'm completely honest. The quality of the actual video itself is hot garbage, but that's because this has now been deleted. So, yeah, that's a fun problem. I'm just going to say this couple's at a vet. Their dog's in surgery. Things happen. I'll talk about it more after the clip.
I am not.
Do you hear this shit? Do you hear this shit?
Call whoever you gotta do. Do you go to the grocery store and get groceries and not pay?
Hey, record this.
Record it all you want. Call the cops.
Can you please just take care of our dog?
I can do a lot of things.
Isn't that your job?
It is my job. It's also your job to pay for your service.
Okay,
this and if you guys had
will
you go back there and fix the dog?
Yes,
the money
we
are
working on getting the money right now.
Go fix my dog.
Do you want me to call 911 now?
Yes, because the bill has been paid.
If my dog dies because you're out here,
my dog.
Your dog's not going to die. I already took
we
the
have
dog
paid
back.
the money. The money is paid. Please
what you're not allowed to do.
My dog that is open.
What you're not allowed to do is come in here and scream and call my staff.
So you guys are allowed to scream at us, but we can't scream at you?
Did you come here with the money?
We got the money now.
Yes.
So we got the money. It has been paid.
Right.
I did not even raise my voice.
I have cameras.
Get out of here.
You
got cameras, play them.
Play your cameras then.
Play your cameras.
You're not going to yell.
You heard her yelling,
You're not
didn't
going
you?
to yell.
And then go in and slam the door.
I got
on
a
us.
witness
Don't
right
even.
here. I've been on the phone. I've been on the
I
phone.
have cameras right there.
That's
Okay,
good.
pull back
Go
the
get my
cameras.
dog. Go get my dog, and we'll go to court about this shit. The money's been paid.
You can go
I
to
want
court
my
all you
dog.
want.
Please sew up our
You
dog
are
before it
not.
dies. It's open on your operating table right now.
And it's stable.
Then finish your job so we
You're
can
not
get the
gonna
hell out of
yell.
here. We have paid your money.
That's fine.
Then finish
Do
your
not yell
job.
at my office manager again.
Finish your job,
that?
Go
please.
get my dog.
You want it now on the table, or you want me to do something to wake it up like it's my job?
Go do your job.
It is your job.
Then you do not yell at my manager. Do you understand? Do you understand?
What is your name?
Dr. Dean.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Dean. Can you finish sewing up
I
my
can
dog
do
before
anything
it
that I
dies
want
on your
to.
table?
It's not going to die on the table.
Okay, and if
You
anything happens,
just
I will
came
make
out
sure.
here,
Because you guys are
showed
yelling.
me the blood,
Because I'm
and said,
in
"Do you want me
surgery."
to finish
Because
working
you're
on your
yelling
dog
at
or
my
not?"
staff.
That is what you just came out here and said.
Yelling at my
Believe
staff.
this. This is incredible. Absolutely
You are
incredible.
yelling at my staff.
Mom, I'm calling 911.
Have them. I see all the time. I see all the
Mom, I'm
sweet
calling.
dogs.
I'm sorry, but what the is this? Like, I'm just trying to just process what I just witnessed. So what can be gathered is that Okay, what can be assumed from this story so far, from what we can gather from the clip itself, is that quite possibly the parents here, the owners of this dog, couldn't afford to pay for the surgery initially, but the vet decided to start the surgery hoping that, hey, they might find a way to financially pay, and we're just going to be nice because this dog is clearly in a state where they need the surgery. And about halfway through, the couple managed to finagle some form of money from somewhere, so they go and actually pay for it. There potentially is some form of financial runaround with the staff member out there. At some point, it leads to the couple yelling and screaming at the worker who is processing the payment, which then potentially interrupts the work of the vet who's currently operating surgery on their dog. So she comes out to see what in the world was happening, and then this argument ensues. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest here. Part of me is just like, I get it. This loud screaming and yelling from this couple is probably interrupting the surgery to a degree if you heard it from inside the surgery room. But at the same time, maybe at least finish the operation, then go find out what in the world's like. Maybe poke your head out, see what's happening, and then go back to finish the surgery, or do something like. I don't like. I get it. The dog's stable, but I think. I feel a bit uncomfortable with the knowledge that the dog is sitting there open on the operating table. Yeah, the dog's stable. He's probably going to be fine. Nothing's probably going to happen. But there's just some level of uncomfortability of a dog being open on the operating table just in general is probably not the brightest move. I don't know. This is just chaos. This is chaos in a nutshell. It's a lot.
Here we watch as a good Samaritan truck driver pauses in the middle of the road to block the road because there was a massive car pileup that occurred on the highway. So he thought, okay, I've got a big truck, there's no one here, there's no police officers here yet, let me just use my vehicle to block the road for a moment just so people don't come flying through and potentially hit someone who's trying to get out of a wrecked vehicle. And he goes around, checks up on everybody, but it turns out the truck driver that wasn't too far behind him is not exactly happy with him blocking the road like he is.
Boy, bad accident, you guys. Are you guys okay? Y'all okay? Everybody okay? Anybody need an ambulance, anything? Are y'all okay? Oh my God. Y'all look at this right here. That's why you gotta be careful on this road. You okay? What's your, she's okay? Okay. Somebody dial 911?
We dial 911.
Okay. Okay, these people up here okay? Lord, have mercy.
So. I'm the orange car.
Okay, so you good up there?
I'm good.
This you right here, my friend?
Yeah.
Everybody okay in your car?
Yeah, we're all fine.
Okay, let's make sure everybody's okay first. Lord, have mercy. This truck, everybody's okay?
Yes, everyone's okay in the truck.
Okay, what about this car right here? Hold on, Doc. Are you guys okay? Okay. Boy. Come on through, man. Come on through. Lord, gotta be careful out of you guys. It's rough. Oh, Lord. Okay, I see a state trooper right there. Let me move mine on out the way. She says she's sure she's okay, right? Everybody up there is okay as far as anybody hurt. Okay, I'm gonna move on, you guys. I got.
Oh, you're in this truck?
Yeah, I'm in this truck. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move on. All right. Good God Almighty. Make sure everything back here is straight with me. Okay. All of you guys okay? Okay. Well, I'm ready to move my truck to make it. Hey man, you don't do me nothing. You wait. You wait. Now, you wait. Get out the truck and talk, man. You got something to say to me? What you say? I'm just making sure these people are okay. Damn these loads. Okay, well, damn these loads. I'm worried about these people's life. Well, just wait. Now, damn, you that damn honoring? People's lives is more important than these damn loads. You better talk in that truck. Let's show you what kind of life people have. He's so worried about a load than these people's life. Sure, cars done flipped over and everything. Good God Almighty. He worried about his damn load. Ain't worried about these people alive, seeing if these people okay. Goodness, show you what type of people you deal with in life.
Look, I get it. Truck drivers, you guys have massive time crunches. You have the schedule that you've got to keep to the goddamn T, otherwise you could lose money or even lose your job. Actually, in this time and place where truck drivers are rare and far few between, that one's less likely. You'll just get punished with some bullcrap. And I get it. This type of stuff is time consuming, you lose time and it could get you in a bunch of trouble. But at the end of the day, at some point your humanity's got to shine through and be like, you know what, there's a massive crash here, this sucks, I might be late to dropping off my load, but you know what, it's important to make sure everyone's a-okay. And that's what our first truck driver here is like. The second guy, I'm sorry, you can go take your load and shove it up your ass for a moment. Just patience is a very important thing in life to learn. And if you don't have patience as a truck driver, my God, I wonder how many people you've probably nearly rear-ended because of that lack of patience. Because if you've got no patience for another guy just making sure everyone's okay before he starts roaming through and makes it open again, then I would not want to see what you're like when you get stuck behind a driver who's going 10 below the speed limit.
The OP posted this video because apparently the person working at this Best Western had made some potential racist comments, at least prior to the clip here. And here we see the back end of the tirade of sorts between the customers and the person who's working here, who clearly isn't having a great day. Here's the clip.
Calling me a
I hope these two guys get you right, bitch.
Please tell me some more.
Ma'am, why are you so irate with us?
You are the irate people.
We are
and
not
I don't
irate.
have
Raise
any
our voice
issues
for you.
except
Why are
for
you yelling?
Because this is not yelling. Please tell me again how I am yelling at you. When you were the
You don't
ones-
think you're yelling right now?
That's what we're saying.
No, you are the person that has started the issues since we've
Well,
got
by
here.
telling you
You
that
have
we-
been cursed.
All that
and
we
rude
asked for-
since you came in here.
No,
and I
really.
should never have rented you a room.
We just asked you for a room
No,
by the
you're not welcome
car.
in this property. We don't want people like that.
We don't want, so you own this hotel.
I am here working.
But you don't own it.
Don't matter.
So your manager, so you said manager tell you to talk to people like this?
Talk to people like
Are you
the way
saying
you talk.
manager's telling you
We're
to tell
not
people?
being rude to
We're
you.
not-
You're
we're
being
not-
extremely rude.
You're not being accommodating.
Because
We just came and asked you, could we move our room to the other
no,
side?
there's nothing wrong with your room. There's
We,
no
you
reason.
can't tell us that, man. We're renting from you.
Okay. You're just
We-
the most ridiculous people
we-
I've ever
we-
met.
Just pay me my
We're
receipt. Pay me my
ridiculous people.
non-cancellation fee. Then we can get out of your hair. You can go and do what you got to
Yeah,
do.
because I really just don't want to deal with you people.
Well, we got that.
Get out.
We get out.
Get out. There's your receipt. Get out. And please post it on the internet. I'd love to people see that people like you are.
People like us. You mean black people?
I have no care that you are black. Have
Bullshit.
never mentioned anything about your race.
People-
You're
You are
saying
the person
people
that
like
brought
you.
up-
What does that
I've
mean?
already kicked somebody out for calling people towheads. You're the people that are going to tell me that I'm being racist. Thank you for telling me this. Because the first person I kicked out of here today told me that they stayed at a hotel with towheads, and I said, we don't want their kind. I don't deal with racists.
Lord
So
Jesus.
tell me that I'm a racist.
I don't
Tell me
understand
some
why
more
you're
that
yelling
I'm
at
racist.
us.
Leave. I've asked you to leave. I've
We're
given you a
leaving.
receipt. Leave.
We're leaving.
You're not leaving. You're standing.
You're just extremely rude for no
What room are you
reason.
looking for?
A DoorDash for Emily?
Yeah, I need to know the room so I can tell you how to get there, ma'am.
Let's go.
Do you see how rude this lady is? Corporate office.
Wait, do we practice that?
Based upon what has been posted here, most of the people on TikTok who found this clip ultimately disagreed with the OP and defended the worker here, saying that they didn't deserve to deal with this and that wasn't exactly anything racist that's actually occurred here. Anyway, the original poster responded with, "Lol, you're wild. That's why I only uploaded the second half first. Y'all are just ready to defend foolishness. This is actually the calm after the storm." So you might be wondering, where's the first half? Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't know. I don't think they're ever going to post it. It's been about a month since they originally posted this clip, and they've never followed up with the first half at all that would, quote, exonerate them towards the internet people here. So, I don't know about you, but it seems like that maybe they were lying a bit, though reviews of this Best Western isn't exactly great, so I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. Here we have the aftermath of another crash here, where the lady inside of what looks to be a van SUV-esque thing has rear-ended someone in their big golf truck. I'm always going to call them that.
I don't like. It's just what I like to call them. They're just big off trucks. Anyway, moving along. Anyway, so the guy who's driving the big off truck has gotten out of his car and is just recording, showing off the incident, getting the license plate, you know, doing all the normal stuff. And the lady who drove the other car is going out of her, is losing her mind about him doing that.
Mind your business.
No, this is my business.
And this is my business.
Get away from my
Mind your
shit. I'm not walking around your shit.
I don't care what you're doing. I am.
And get the away.
Thank you.
Take the pictures and get the
Mind your business. So do we.
Right.
And I'm sure mine are better than yours.
Take the pictures.
I am.
Get the
Mind your business. Crazy, you should have been paying attention. You rear-ended us. You rear-ended us. You rear-ended us. Bye-bye. Yep.
I got you too.
I don't care.
I got you too.
Have a nice day. Put me on YouTube. I don't care.
Boy, oh boy. I just question that lady's entire, like, I've got nothing much to say about that lady there. She seems to just be just like, why are you doing this? You should be recording this. That's silly. Or whatever crap she's trying to spew here, because she understands that not only is she in deep shit, her car copped most of the damn damage because she had the bright idea to ram into a car that's bigger than her. Man, that's just insane to me. Just like the audacity of her actions here, when it's clear as day that she re-ended that car. Now, it looks like they're on the shoulder of the road currently. This could just be they've purposely pulled over here. I'm not 100% sure how the crash actually happened. I'm just seeing the angle of this car and just like questioning, how did we get here? Has the big truck just been moved into a better position so it can be towed up? Or is that exactly how they crashed? Because if it is, I just want to ask how. Either way, good job, crazy lady. This is so going to help you with these issues later on down the line. Here we have a group of people who are recording at the scene of a crash, and when the family of some of the victims involved in this crash come up and start annoying the people recording for recording.
This is a private family that you're filming. This is not cool. You don't have permission to film them. This is our family.
Yeah,
no, you do not have permission to film
Are you
any of
insurance
this.
Or you police?
Yep. No picture,
Are you
man.
insurance or you police?
I'm just recording the scene.
Pardon me?
I'm just recording the scene.
You're not going to.
You're not going to.
This is our family. And you don't have permission.
If you guys have an issue, the officer's right over there.
I'll get the officer.
That's fine. I'll stay here and wait.
We have the right to say no. You have no
I'm not
permission.
recording anybody's
They're
faces.
minors.
They're
minors.
These are two kids
Okay.
under
You
18.
film a minor and you put his face anywhere, I
This
will
is
sue
wrong.
you and you will never have anything. He is a minor. Those two children are minors. They're my minors. You better remember that in the state of Texas, it is against the law for somebody to take a picture of a minor. Without their permission, without a parental permission.
You don't
You
do
do not
this.
have that.
No.
I hope you're
This-
recording this, sir.
Yeah.
You're gonna be sued.
We're gonna be hits too. Don't worry. We're gonna have lawyers. Don't worry.
What they say? He can't.
So that's civil, but they're
can't.
minors,
He
son.
can't.
They're minors.
Okay.
They're minors. I hope you hear that, YouTube. I'm fixing to break your fucking camera.
You don't want to do that.
Why, are you gonna put me in jail?
You don't want to do that.
I got bail money. I don't fucking care, motherfucker.
You don't want to do that.
Calm
He's
down.
allowed to film.
Calm down.
Even minors?
Yes. They're in public. There's no expectation of privacy. I need y'all. Hey. Let me deal with it. You guys are fine to film. You guys go over there. You're taking my attention away from dealing with your kids and your family because he's doing what he's allowed to do. All right? Leave him alone. Let him film. Let me get back to doing my job, please.
Man, that is a morally conflicting thing to really think about. Legally, it's got really a simple answer to it. The First Amendment protects their rights to record anything in public, and that is what it is. But morally, it would depend on your own opinion. Do you think it's right to be recording the mess of someone else's crash that you weren't involved in, that you will ultimately have no other involvement in aside from the recording itself? It becomes a query on why did you do the recording in the first place? Did you do it because you found it interesting, morbid curiosity, or do you think you're going to post it online for other people to see the mess of this incident? I don't know, it's very morally conflicting clip to really think about. Legally, it's fine. Morally, it's, well, I don't know. What do you think about it?
Here we have an interesting clip where this guy is refusing to pay for services done by a mechanic here for some reason or another, because apparently they weren't done correctly. I don't know. Here's a clip.
I'll film you too, brother.
So
I'll
what
film
do
you
you say?
too.
You're from
I'll
Tennessee?
film you too. I'll film you too. I got 100,000 followers on my Instagram. You want to see that? I'm going to film your ass too, dummy. And I will not come back to this motherfucker again. His big fat ass up over here trying to charge me $160 for nothing. And I just told you to fix the water. And you couldn't even do that. And now you want to raise your hand in people's face. What kind of business are you? That's what you do? You're a fighter?
I'm not
Then
acting.
you still keep getting close.
I am not
Buddy,
acting.
I got almost 100,000 followers on my
So
shit.
what? I have to follow you to, for you to be
No,
happy?
you don't have to follow me, bucko.
Okay.
But you
So
film
I don't
me.
have to follow
I'm going
you.
to film you.
Leave my neighborhood.
Okay,
Leave me
well,
that,
I
okay?
can't leave because you didn't even jump my car. You got my car
No,
up here
because
on low.
your car
Okay,
has a bad battery,
well,
dude.
you still filming me.
Bad battery.
Okay,
battery.
that's
Bad
cool.
battery. Bad
That's
battery.
cool.
Bad battery.
That's cool.
Piece of shit.
I'm still filming.
Okay.
I'm still filming.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to stand right here.
Okay.
Right.
But you were threatening me.
Right.
What do you
I
say
didn't
about
threaten
it?
you.
No,
What
you
I'm
were
going to
saying?
threaten you for?
You
got in my
I'm
face.
recording you because you were
I'm recording
threatening
you.
me.
I'm recording you right here because you tried to
start
charge me
telling
$160, and I
that
told you the water was leaking. I am from Tennessee. I am.
And then you're
I
going
am.
to
I
see
am.
what I'm doing.
And I'm going to post your ass too.
Okay.
Big dummy.
More dummy than you are not, bitch, stupid
okay,
bitch.
All right, yep, and I make my money too. How about that? Bitch, and it's still started up.
And you, who's the dummy?
You're a dummy.
Me?
That's why your business. Because you're mad I sell cars and you don't. Come out of here.
What I've deciphered from this mess is that the car wasn't apparently running according to the other guy, but then when he goes to get in his car, it then starts running. I don't know. There's not really much more I can gather out of this. Did he actually pay for the services? Did the mechanic actually do their job correctly? I don't know. It just kind of ended. Though it was quite funny, the guy decides to go on his little ramble. Oh, you're recording me? Let me record you and I'll show you in front of my audience of 100,000 followers on Instagram. Cool, buddy. Here, I'll show you to my 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, that actually matters.
Here we have a Karen who's getting some fast food and decides to have a bit of a reaction for some reason or another.
You're supposed to be back.
Don't you dare do nothing. Faggy.
Don't you dare do nothing. Oh, come on, come on.
Go to work your motherfucking
Oh, this is gonna be so nice. This is gonna be so nice. Come on.
Go to work your motherfucking job.
Get the hell out of here.
What
Get the
the
hell out.
fuck do you mean? You got the right motherfucking wonderful Southern hospitality. Faggy.
Yes, because throwing crap at the people who are making your food is so gonna help anything about this situation. I don't know, it seems a bit something you'd maybe think a little further about, but I suppose a lot of these people just act on their emotions in the moment. Here we have an interesting situation where this person was just fired from her job for some reason or another, and according to her, it's something that isn't a proper legitimate reason, so she decides to whip out her phone and record herself at TikTok going off at her old boss.
Me right there. That's her. Yeah, she fired me. That's her daughter right here. Crimp and blow? Yes. Yeah, you see, right? You see this, right? Yeah.
Please get out.
They have nothing to say.
Please leave.
Oh, I'm gonna leave.
Please.
You know why I'm gonna leave? Because you're firing me for no reason at all.
Actually, no.
You have no proof that I was doing anything here in this establishment on all what? How many cameras? 1, 2, all these cameras. No, is no Janae.
Janae, please.
Go ahead and call security. Call whoever you have to call. because this is very disrespectful how you're treating me. You have no proof of anything. Yes. Nothing. You got a call from someone about a card that I gave them? No. I was here. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You have no proof of me being here. Janae. And I just want to get this on camera. Please leave. I do. I want to get this on camera. This lady right here is running an establishment that she hasn't even given me a t-shirt in 5 months. And you stole from me. Yes. I sold $1,000 hair extensions in here. What did y'all tell me? I don't get commission. What? You think I want to work here? Hell no. Janae.
You know what? This is why I'm glad I live in Australia, because if this ever happened to you in Australia, you can literally take this. If you think that you were fired for a genuinely unfair reason, you can take it to this thing called Fair Work, where they will do their own investigation into it. They will poke and query the company or the business that claims certain things, and then actually probe for evidence to prove that what they were saying is true and the reason they fired you is a legitimate, justified reason. If not, they will pretty much force that business to pay the worker out a X amount of money or various other different issues that will occur beyond that. But on the same note here, to be the type of person who immediately whips out your phone and records yourself going off at your own boss after getting fired, there's probably a few different things at play. Either A, you are actually being dead honest and you're being fired for an illegitimate reason, or B, you are a narcissist who is unable to take responsibility for your own actions. And that's also very possible, especially in the day and age where everyone's more willing to record themselves acting like absolute imbeciles to post it online to pretend like they've got some form of right to be on this side they're currently sitting on and that they're in the right, when in reality they're not really most of the time. I don't know, what do you guys think about this one? Do you think she's in the right, or do you think she's unwilling to accept that she's wrong? Now this clip has a story to it, and we successfully have both sides of that story. But that means we got a clip from both perspectives here. We're going to be starting off with the perspective from the employee of this Dollar General, but basically the gist of it is something occurred prior to the recording of both sides here, where this person made an attempt to make a transaction. That card got declined for some reason or another. Apparently some transphobia was done. Apparently the employee swore at the customer. Apparently. These are allegations. Here's clip one from the employee side.
Here's giving me a hard time here at Dollar General.
All right,
doesn't want to leave because their card is declined because
my card did not decline. It did not say insufficient funds. What did it say, ma'am? Did my card say insufficient funds, or did it say that your system's not working? No, I'm serious, because this isn't cool.
Is it okay if I check out here?
Anyway, this is not. It did not say insufficient funds, sir. What did it say? It said no checking account. What does that mean? It did not say insufficient funds. We're going back to your transphobia. What did you say to me, sir? You giving me a hard time here before at this place. What did you say to me? Keep filming, because it's going to be on here. You cussed at me. You said, you. You're going to lose your job, sir. Have a good one.
Okay, now you've seen that. Let's get the other point of view, the point of view from the customer. Mind you, this clip has now been deleted by the original poster, as well as they've deleted their entire TikTok account, which is interesting to say the least, but I'll get back to you on that one. Here's the clip first.
Oh, this is Quentin at the Dollar General in Pflugerville. What did you say, Quentin? You called me a she, her?
I don't know what.
And you said to get the out because your system's...
I don't know what you said, man. Go on somewhere.
Oh, no, what'd you call me? Please, Quentin. Please feel free to tell me what you called me.
We can play this game all day.
Oh, what game? Where you're being transphobic and offensive because your system's not working, and I asked if we could use another register, and you said get the fuck out of here?
This fellow here is giving me a hard time here at Dollar General.
All right,
doesn't want to leave because their card is declined because
my card did not decline. It did not say insufficient funds. What did it say, ma'am? Did my card say insufficient funds, or did it say that your system's not working? No, I'm serious, because this isn't cool.
Is it okay if I check out here?
Anyway, this is not... It did not say insufficient funds, sir. What did it say? It said no checking account. What does that mean? It did not say insufficient funds. We're going back to your transphobia. What did you say to me, sir? You giving me a hard time here before at this place. What did you say to me? Keep filming, because it's going to be on here. You cussed at me. You said, F you. You're going to lose your job, sir. Have a good one. I guarantee.
Okay, let's do some unpacking here. So I think the first things to unpack is her allegations of this guy apparently cussing her out, as well as potential transphobia nonsense. And, well, you can take his choice to be silenced about this entire thing as two things. Either A, he's not trying to deny these allegations, or B, he just doesn't want to fight about this type of thing. Which, ultimately, with those things, that's about as far as we can really get here. I wouldn't understand why someone would want to throw these type of allegations unnecessarily at people for no reason. I would personally would like to believe that she did have to deal with some transphobia, but at the same time, knowing how a lot of these things go, there's a lot of lies and often false things that are said in these clips to try and heat up the story to go viral more so. I don't know. So I'm just not going to touch with a 10-foot pole, if I'm completely honest. Moving to the next thing. I worked in retail for years at a cash register. I never in my life has seen a card get declined for no checking account. So, and even from some basic Google searching, I cannot find anything that relates to that. But usually, if the card system just doesn't work on our end, usually it just won't even load the ability to complete the transaction on an ATM on the FPOS machines if the system's down. Like, that's usually how it goes. So it could be something with the bank that's having issues, or maybe your account's having issues. There are various different error codes that pop up when a card gets declined, and there are various different reasons for said error codes. Ultimately, this is interesting. Outside of the supposed allegations of transphobia and an employee cussing out a customer, well, there's not really much happening here aside from just stupid shenanigans. And again, her account's also gone. Well, the account that originally posted the clip from her point of view is gone. And that could be for various different reasons. Either they got a lot of heat because people saw their perspective being the wrong one, or potentially they just copped a lot of crap because they're trans. Who knows? The account's gone, and happy that simple, really. Here we have an old Karen who's experiencing some road rage after apparently the person who's behind the camera cut her off earlier. She decided that it'd be in her best interest to follow her to where she was going, and then when she stopped, to rip her door open to give her a peace of mind.
You know what?
You just open my bitch. Get the fuck away from me. Is you about to fuck out your mind, bitch? Move the fuck from my car. Do not touch my motherfucking car.
Hey.
Move the fuck out my way. Bitch, don't open my I don't give a fuck what you got going on.
Well,
get the away from me. Don't touch my motherfucking car. Go to your motherfucking car. I'm not playing with you, ho. Don't touch my motherfucking vehicle. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
You cut me off. That's what's wrong with me.
Back the fuck on my face now.
I'm not in your face.
Go back to your car. Now.
I don't have to.
Go back to your car. Don't open up my.
You fucking cut me
I
off.
don't care.
Yeah,
Go
that's
to
your
your
problem. You're on your fucking phone.
I don't give a fuck. Bye.
You need
Bitch.
to learn how to
Touch
drive.
my motherfucking car again, you gonna get your ass whooped. Lady, get by. Go on about your business. Don't touch my car.
Why are you harassing her?
Right, thank you.
Why are you harassing her?
Thank you. She just touched my fucking car.
So keep it moving. You're alive, right? Keep it moving. She has a hotel.
No. Right. She just came and opened my door. She just opened my door.
Oh my goodness.
Don't touch my shit though.
Don't touch it. You're harassing her.
Don't touch my car. Stop touching my car. Stop touching my car. Why did you come opening my door? Why? I don't care. You don't have to touch my shit. You don't have the right to open up my car door. That's what I'm telling you. No, you do not. She just witnessed the whole damn thing. You just came and opened up my door and you just hit my car.
I didn't hit your car. I touched your car because I felt faint.
Did you just see that? Okay, the police finna get called. You just opened my door with my child in the car. You just hit my car. Now I'm finna call the police.
Yeah, but you being disrespectful and the baby got to experience that.
What's her license plate number? I'm finna call the police on her for fucking touching me and for touching my motherfucking car. You just touched my car, so.
You touched
I pushed you because you was in my way. Call 911. I don't give a damn. I got witnesses. You just came and opened up my fucking car door.
Look, I get it. She cut you off when you're on the road, and yeah, that is kind of dangerous, and people should do better and not do that. But also on the same note, this is also not how you react to this type of thing. By not only following them to wherever they're going from where they cut you off, but to go through the effort to go up to them and rip open their car door just so you can talk to them is really, really ridiculous and over the top. And you know that that was the exact case here, because all the other people in the car park lot who saw all this are they're going against you, and you're quick to go and try and cover your license plates when she tries to go and catch them on camera, but fail anyway. Here we have a peculiar fight in the middle of an airport whilst walking around.
World star.
We can get a cop because I want to walk on moving sidewalks.
You come back to Philly to this shit, this is crazy. I ain't want to stay in Texas, but still. Look. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I suppose what happens in Philly stays in Philly, unless it gets recorded and put onto the internet, and then not so much anymore. Whoopsies. Here we find ourselves back into Waffle House, you know, the place where casual arguments and free entertainment comes with your amazing meal, or amazing meal. I don't know, I've never been to a Waffle House in my life. They don't exist here in Australia, so I guess I query you, what's their food like? Anyway, today's interesting one with this one is that we got a customer arguing with an employee about something to do with their food and how rude the employee is supposedly being.
And it was on the board, but nobody else's food was on the board. And so, yeah, I'm videotaping because you're very rude, and I'm going to make sure that they see this. But you didn't have to answer me like that. All I asked was that they not put everybody else's bread is on the plate. But you put my bread because I said you should have talked to your waitress because I asked for a scrambled egg. I asked for a scrambled egg. Yes, I am, because you're rude. You're rude. You're rude. How am I rude? Something for? Because it was supposed to be a scrambled egg. Okay. Denise wasn't not supposed to be scrambled, so who's wrong? Who's wrong? If I'm paying for it, then I should get it how I asked for it.
We actually can't bring out the credit card for you. I'll have to get you to register because there's only...
I'm at Waffle House on Central, and yes, I'm turning her in because she was very rude. I guess maybe if I was her skin color, it would have been a different thing. Yeah, because everybody else's bread was on the plate.
Oh, look at all this bread.
Yeah, you're going to do it now. Yeah, you're going to do it now because I'm recording you. You're going to do it now because I'm recording you.
You really need to get out, or I'm going to call the cops. So
okay, and I'm going to show them this video from beginning to the end. I don't have a record, so they can come out. Her name is Samantha. Yes, I'm at Waffle House on Central.
The story being told here is a very intriguing one, to say the least. I'm not 100% sure how to feel about this one. Actually, no, I have something here. The employee definitely is a bit unprofessional about this entire situation, but I do think that the customer is blowing this entire thing out of proportion. Like, yeah, I get it. It sucks. They stuffed up your meal a bit. But I don't think it warrants this recording them and then going off at them in the way that you're doing. And then when you feel like things aren't going your way, or when you think you need something, a sticking point to go at the employee that's a little harder than what you initially were going for, you choose to potentially pull the race card involved in here. Actually, no, potentially. You did. You said, oh, it's because I'm not your color. It's like, that's so unnecessary. Just genuinely so unnecessarily. Here we see the stress of some doctors or nurses peeking at a hospital or a doctor's place. I don't know. They both got stereoscopes. They're either nurses or doctors or somewhere in between.
You better get the out of my face. You point your finger at me again, bitch. Get it out of my face. That's right. Good. Did she not point her finger in my face?
Does it give you the right
I'm trying. Doesn't give you the right to put your finger. You better move.
Hit me again, Karen.
I'm gonna dump this hot shit on you, bitch. You better move.
Okay.
You better call somebody.
You're damn right.
I mean, you're not you when you're hungry, so I better get that food in you. Here we have a very interesting clip where this guy here, who's supposed to be a lawyer, who's gotten themselves an Uber, where they've gotten an Uber order that would only ever fit 4 people, but they're going to make an attempt to put 5 people into said Uber. When the Uber shows up and sees that that's what they're going to do, they decide to deny them rightfully, and well, this is what happens next.
The kids, you are 5 people, you got Uber Black, and you said I'm making up that you need to... Okay, so explain what you're doing.
Get out of the way.
Please explain what you're doing.
I'm being
Please
harassed.
explain. You know what happened to Seal.
You're racially profiling us.
You're saying I racial profile you? You are 5 people, you book a black car?
Girls, go inside.
And you tell that I racial
You're threatening me. You're threatening me.
No, don't stay.
You're threatening me. I feel threatened.
For what?
You are threatening my children.
Say your children.
You are threatening my children.
You said that you're a lawyer.
I am.
Stay far from me.
You got out of the car. You are the aggressor. That's how the
I'm
law
closing
works.
the door.
You're the aggressor.
I'm closing my door.
You're the aggressor. You got out and chased me.
I'll make sure that...
You do that. Big shot. Let's see how far that gets you.
5 people.
Let's see how far it gets you.
Let's be honest.
You're the aggressor.
You're try for what?
You're the aggressor.
Man, please call it.
I heard
so
you heard you say under your breath they look Jewish.
What? What? You're sick. You are sick. You're sick.
I hate these type of lawyers. Like, I don't hate lawyers in general. It's just these type of lawyers that try to use the fact that they're a lawyer to get what they want in given situations, even if they are completely wrong. Like, I'm not 100% sure in this case if the lawyer believes what he's actually saying here, or is just trying to convince the Uber to just take the ride, even though it just seems like this lawyer doesn't want to pay for an Uber that fits everyone that he's taking with him, and so would rather try and force everyone into this car, which only has 4 extra seats. How are you going to fit 5 people into a car with 4 seats that are extra outside of the driver themselves? Are you stupid? I thought you were a lawyer. I thought you'd know that there's kind of a law to that, you know, type deal. And yeah, it looks like it's a big SUV, but I'm assuming that it's just got a huge trunk space and no additional seats there, and it's just the typical passenger driver's seat and then the back seats, which can fit 3 people, nothing more than that. It's still completely stupid. And I love what the lawyer says at the end of the clip. It's like, I heard you say that I'm Jewish under your breath. It's just like, really? You're trying to find anything you can to try and stick against this guy, which is ridiculous.
Here we get a very interesting situation. So this person here is doing some shopping at Walmart. Apparently they go shopping every single day. I'll talk about that in a moment. But basically here she gave the worker an older looking $20 note, and to the worker they were unfamiliar with the note itself. So they decided to go out the back to talk to their manager, I'm assuming, to verify that it's a real $20 note. Anyway, this happens.
What is our problem? What happened? No, because I gave her money to pay for my stuff. I shop with this girl. Get out my face. I shop with y'all every day. This lady gonna take my money and go back there with it. What is you trying to do?
No, because it's like she just want to make sure it's new. I mean, it's.
Everybody know what a $20 bill is.
I understand, but it's brand. I mean, it's the old 20s.
What she thought she was gonna get an arrest? What she thought she was gonna get me arrested? What she thought it was fake?
She just want to verify the 20s.
Verify what? An old 20? You don't know what an old 20 look like?
I guess you never seen an old 20s before, so that's why.
We'll take her ass back to where the fuck she come from. Yeah. At this point, where's a black person at? I don't like talking to y'all. Well, black person, because y'all wrong for that shit. Y'all held me up just to try to make an arrest. Oh, y'all thought y'all did something. Let me talk to a black person. Sir, where's a black person at that work here? Because I don't play these type fuck games. I come shopping here every day of my years. I give her, now mind you now, I just came from my bank, Chase Bank, right? Hold on. Let me show you something real quick. Girl, don't play with me. Black people don't play like that. Y'all just don't with us like that. Mind you now, I just came from Chase Bank, right? And I just withdraw some money out of there, right? So the bank, the little thing gave me little 20s. You feel me? The little old 20s. Yeah. Which, as black people, we know what the old 20s is. Yeah. This stupid ass girl gonna go back there trying to get me arrested because she thought it was fake. On her. As long as I've been shopping here, thankfully, I spent thousands of dollars in this Thank you. I spent $1,000 in this. You thought you was gonna get an arrest today, huh? You thought you was gonna get a black person arrested today, huh? Did you? So she came back and had to give my change. Because guess what? They wasn't. Right. They wasn't fake. And you made me wait. I'm in a hurry. You made me wait because you don't know what a 20 is?
She just want to verify that.
Shut up. You don't know what a 20 is? The bullshit I go through. I ain't never went through this bullshit in Walmart. You feel me? They on some shit this morning. It's too early in the morning for that shit. Yeah, that's mine. I got to pay for these Slim Jims because she just tried the fuck out of me. Thank you. Fuck wrong with this lady? Don't hold me up and in the office for a long time too.
Oh, so you been saying?
Yeah. Girl. You tried to get me arrested, thought you was gonna make an arrest today. Well, guess what, Walmart? Try again. Because these came from Chase Bank. Do not play with me.
Yeah, the first thing I just want to point out, if you're going to shopping at this Walmart every single day, you have a problem. Why are you going to the shops every single day? Just do one shop a week, get all your things that you need for the week, and be done with it. Don't get like, you just have nothing better to do that you're just going to spend every single day inside of a Walmart, buying things, spending probably more money than what you would spend if you just did a single shop a week or something along those lines. Like, why are you in there every day if that's supposedly what you do? And secondly, to me, this is a humongous overreaction to something along these lines. Like, okay, I can say, like, I personally could believe that the employer might potentially have thought of the whole, oh, this might be our counterfeit money for potentially semi-racist intentions. Potentially, we can't confirm that. It could just be as very simple as like, I'm unfamiliar, this does not look like a $20 note that I know. And so she goes and gets it verified, which is, if it did take long, then that's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. But this reaction to that is just so unnecessarily over the top, it's not even funny. And then potentially to pull race cards and saying, oh, don't mess with us black people like that and crap, it just seems so unnecessary. I guess we got lucky that there was a Walmart employee who was a black person that she could annoy, because it seems like he's had to deal with someone along these lines before just by how he's approached the situation and how she's just like not going to talk back to the customer like, oh yeah, that sucks. Just like being so monotone, just not really getting too much into the conversation because he understands that it's not worth it. She's never going to see reason in this situation. So just serve her stuff and get her out of here and move on with your day. So good job to that guy. You stepped in pretty quickly and actually did pretty well, at least turning the situation down a bit, but it's wild, just wild.
Here we have a confrontation with the world's friendliest Karen neighbor, well, Kevin neighbor. Well, here's the clip.
He misunderstood.
There's been no misunderstanding,
sir. My friend went to try to find our cat. That was all it was.
Why was he looking in her house for the cat, sir?
The cat went out the door. The stairs.
He was looking directly into her window.
Oh my God, you want to see my cat?
I don't care about your cat.
That's all it was about, you dumb bitch.
I'm so sorry, you guys. Seriously, it's been like this since the day she moved in.
Seriously, all I did was try to get my cat home. That's all he did. He walked down there at 10 o'clock.
And stood in front of her window and stared in the house.
The cat was in the bush. The cat was
That's why he was facing her house? Was the cat inside? The cat's this way, dude. Cat's that way.
Do you see how dumb you were acting?
Are you drunk, sir? Are you inebriated?
No.
Because I really feel like you might be. Like, you are so out of line and moving on and on. Okay, well, you know what? She doesn't care about your cat. And she wants you to stay away from her.
Cat outside in this heat?
No, and that is not my point. That is not why I'm here. I don't care, and neither does she. She wants you to stop contacting her, sir.
I just tried to apologize to her.
She doesn't want your apologies. She doesn't want your contact. You are not her friend. All you have done has harassed her since you moved in here.
I just want to ask, how did that argument or point make sense in your head, saying that, oh, the reason why they were staring into your bedroom window was because they were looking for the cat? Like I don't know about you, but that type of thing just does not make any sense. But I suppose when it comes to people like this, they don't care if it makes sense or not. They just want to justify their behavior and not be caught out on what they're actually doing in that situation. They want to pretend to still be the nice guy, not actually have done X, Y, and Z, when in reality, that's exactly what they did. And they know it's wrong. I don't know, I don't like these type of people. Horrible people. Shoo, shoo, shoo.
Here we watch a terrible handling of someone potentially stealing from a store.
Look at there's something right there. Look at it, how dare you? Look. Did you not see me scan everything? Look at the receipt. How dare you do it? Look at the receipt on the ground. Look at the receipt I have on the ground. Look at it on the ground. Look at it. Give me my stuff. I did pay for it. How dare you? You cannot take my purse. Look at the receipt on the ground. Tell me. Tell me. I paid it. Yes. How dare you not give me my purse back? Give me back my belongings. Stupid bitch. Ow. I'll never come back here again. I will never.
There are just so many factors that are wrong with how this entire situation has seemingly been handled in this scenario here. Like, hey, trying to rip the trolley away from the customer is just kind of wacky in the first place. And then when you have a second guy around and they're telling you that there's a receipt on the floor of what they just brought, the guy just stands there looking at her for a bit, and then actually goes grab the receipt, looks at it, and they're like, oh, okay, we're good. Like, there's just insanity about how this was handled. It is absolutely bonkers to me. Next, we got a pair who doesn't like the fact that this new person right behind the registers isn't going fast enough for them, so they decide to attempt to quote-unquote help him and cause a scene.
Listen, you don't know what's going on. I try to help him, not complain. I'm not complaining to him. I just try to help him, and this line going faster. And you put your mouth in some shit that you don't know what you have to do.
You know what?
You know what? Don't do it. Don't do it. Just do your job. What can you do?
No.
You know, respect to the customer. People stay behind you, they understand what they say. And
Everyone
you not.
has to wait.
You have to apologize to the lady.
No, I don't.
No?
185 even.
Man, it's almost like new people aren't going to be particularly fast at their job, and you just gotta expect them to be like that, and you've just gotta be, I don't know, a touch bit patient with them and just help them along, not try and rush them through everything, because, you know, the more you rush someone, the more likely they're gonna make mistakes. Maybe you're not smart enough to understand that, Karen.
Here we have an old lady who gets herself into a bit of an accident and seems to be a bit off the nutcase here, you know? So let's just see this interesting interaction, right?
Damaged.
My car is damaged.
Where?
Right here. If you want to see, you can come over.
Shit!
Why are you hitting my car, lady?
Because it's not damaged. You bitch! Would you tell her to get away from me? She's crazy.
You know, just talk with her, you know. And
it's not damaged.
I mean, usually what you're supposed to do
you don't
in an
have to-
accident
yeah.
is we exchange information.
Bitch.
You don't have to do that.
You're a crazy bitch.
Is she driving away?
Have her license plate?
Yeah.
Huh?
I got it now. She just drove away.
I know there wasn't any visible damage, but isn't that just a hit and run right there? They just left the scene of an accident without providing any information of anything whatsoever. And also, is it just me or did she almost hit that Mitsubishi up there? Like, she was going to be driving head on into it until last moment, slightly swerves into her side of the lane, because, you know, she was driving down the middle of the car park lot. You know, these are people's lanes, buddy. You gotta go into your lane. It's not just your road. What a nutcase. Here we have a fun one. We have a disabled guy who's behind the camera here confronting a couple in their beater van who are parking in a disabled car park when they seemingly don't have a reason to be there.
We're in a disabled parking space.
You came to us.
What does that even mean?
That means that you bothered us.
We didn't come to you, so
I
that
couldn't
recording's
park
nothing.
there, and I had to park down the street. How is
Well,
that
we
good?
didn't know that you had a parking spot. We didn't know.
There was a big sign right in front of you.
You couldn't tell us
There's
anything.
a big sign.
You couldn't be a big man.
There's
and
a
come and
big
ask
sign
us.
that says disabled parking.
You couldn't be a big man and to come and ask us.
I had to park down the block.
You couldn't be a big
Okay,
man
let's
to ask us
think
to
about
move.
this. Let's think. I come in.
Move.
If I asked you to move,
You could have asked
if I
us
asked
to
you to
move.
move, I would have to go all the way back to my
You could
van.
have asked us to move.
I would have to park to ask you to move.
You can ask your driver to come ask us
I
to
drive
move.
myself.
Well, I'm sorry. You could have been a big man and came to us and asked us to move.
Let's think. I park, I come ask you to move, I go back to my van and then park again. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
Why don't you be a big man and just ask us to move? I don't know. How about you be considerate motherfuckers and just not park in a disabled car park in the first place? That's not a parking spot for you, you entitled pricks. Heck, it's illegal. If police see you do that, oh, that's a ticket right then and there because illegal parking. You're not meant to be there. So don't be this like, oh, why don't you be a big man? Buzz off. You're being an entitled prick because you shouldn't even be there in the first place. Here we have a very interesting situation where an ex or an old friend or something on those lines has been caught with doing some pretty creepy, stalkish behavior. And here's a clip to it.
Alone. God damn. You follow me to my house? You stalk me in the morning? I stay in that neighborhood.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, guess what? You don't stay in this one. So why the are you here in the morning times knowing that my girl's over here? Get the away. No, because you're a stalking crazy. Leave. Leave. No. God damn, Cassie. And you wonder why I want nothing to do with you. Look at you. God damn it. I can't even come home in peace. I'm not giving you the phone, so leave my property. Bye. John, no, like I said, this was just an excuse for you to try to talk to me. Now go away. I would have talked to you, but you do this shit.
John!
Nothing. Leave me alone, Cassie. What? Sandra? I will give you your phone later. What? That's all you want? You'll get it. What? Cassie, I'm done with your crazy shit. Sick of it. Every other day I deal with your shit. I'm done. Enough's enough. I don't even live in my own house this year. In trouble ever since day one. You can't seem to get it through your head that I'm trying not to get in trouble again. So you show up at my house all willy-nilly and shit like you've got a right to. Goodbye.
Damn it, Cassie, this is why we can't have nice things. I don't have much to say to this one. This just seems yeah, it's messed up. That's as bad as far as I've really got to say for this because, I mean, I can't really make too much of a joke about this aside from the damn it, Cassie, because that just is such a funny sounding set of words out of this entire situation. I don't know, just what are your thoughts, eh? In this next clip, we got a Karen going through all 7 stages of grief.
All I wanted to do was just order some food. Look what I gotta go through. This is crazy. This is totally crazy. I thought I would never be caught up in this type of situation. My man right there running over, he's calling the police. This is some crazy stuff, man. Man, I never thought I would see this type of thing, man. This is insane.
Just gonna say, it's probably in your best interest that you never go to this Wendy's again. Apparently you go there every day, which A, is pretty unhealthy for that to be a regular lunchtime meal, and B, you probably don't want to do that anymore because, well, these guys make your food, and this is how you just treated them. I'd hate to say it, but there might be a possibility of spit, hair, maybe some other gross crap to be hidden into your food specifically because it's you. Probably not, but you know, it's always possible. It's always possible. Here we get to deal with the delightful type of person who graves robbed some stuff. So these guys have been putting solar panel lights next to their mother's grave for the past month now, and they've been continuously stolen multiple times over. So this time around, they decided to put an air tag in one of the solar lights, and they tracked it when it was stolen to this person here.
Mi prima fue la que me dio eso, guys. Yo no. Okay, I'm gonna report it to the police. Give me my items back. You could get them. I'm not fighting for them. Okay, give them back. Nada. Okay, dámelo. You thought we wouldn't catch you? Okay, I didn't check. No, I didn't. Okay, give me my items back. You could get them. Stop acting like I'm not. Okay. Trying to get the shit, relax. Make it ring again. Okay, make them ring, I said. These are mine. Okay, bro. All of these. Oh, and you were the one who stole all of them. I didn't steal nothing, I swear to God. So we had flickering lights? You could take them. Oh, okay, so who's your cousin?
Let me have.
So who's your cousin? Se llama Maria. Maria qué? Rodriguez. Maria Rodriguez. Okay, so we're that one is mine also. There's supposed to be a total of 5.
You know, I'm surprised that a person who's dumb enough to be stealing solar lights from a graveyard would also be dumb enough to not acknowledge the notifications that a phone would probably be getting because, you know, there's an unidentified air tag around them. Because I know it's a thing that Apple phones do, as well as I believe a good chunk of Android phones now do. If there is an air tag near them that isn't that you don't own, it lets you know, hey, it's there. But I suppose the state of that car says the type of person we have here, especially considering they've got all the solar lights in the boot. Here we have a Karen who got herself into a rear-end collision, and rather than just exchanging information with the person that she hit, she rather starts an argument about how the person ahead of her was driving poorly and caused her to crash into his rear end.
Get it in life, you son of a bitch.
I'm older than you are.
Oh,
so
is that something to brag about?
Yeah,
that's got nothing to do with what you did. You're an
you're an
proverbial.
Yes, ma'am.
You just can't handle. Oh yeah, you're proud of it. Oh yeah.
Okay. Why don't we start exchanging information now? Are you ready to do that, or you still want to sit and holler and some more?
Well, you know what? Can't you at least say you're sorry?
Can't you?
Why? You hit me.
Ma'am, you're the one that started driving all over the road like this.
I was getting away from you.
You were behind me. Why'd you have to go around me?
You cut me off.
You were behind me. You tried to cut me off.
You were behind me.
You ran up the side of me.
Because you were coming in from the left.
You ran
from the right.
You were behind me. What was so important?
Look at my car. The proof is there. You don't get it, stupid shit. Go look at my car.
If you would have stayed behind me.
There's nothing wrong with your car. I tried to avoid hitting you.
Hitting me.
Yes,
You ran into
you
me.
sped up to hit me.
Ma'am, if you would have just stayed behind me, all this would have been fine.
I did. And
if you stayed behind me, if you were staying behind me, how did all this happen to my car?
Because you sped up. Quit
If I would have sped up.
Look, sorry, honey. I've been through this before with other people on the internet, and well, yeah, you should have had more room between you and that car. If you, especially if you can clearly see that that person ahead of you is driving like a maniac, continuously starting and stopping. You should be trying to make more of a distance between you and that car than what you were, so you don't end up in a rear-end collision. Now, there are cases, as there's been like one case of brake checking actually screwed the person brake checking over purely because it was very clear that that was their intention. They kept accelerating, slamming the brakes, accelerating, slamming on the brakes, accelerating, slamming on the brakes, even reversed a little bit at times, just purposely doing their best to make sure the person behind them hits them at some point. So it's like, that makes sense there, but not here. And there doesn't even seem to be that much damage. I don't know why you're losing over this. Maybe because your insurance premium might go up because of this. Oh well. Just be a better driver, forehead. Story that supposedly happened before this clip here is that the guy was in the store and his EMT card was not working. And so after a certain point, he got erratic, he got irrational, he got loud and aggressive over it not working, and they kicked him out of the store. Anyway, a little bit later, his wife comes in to do this.
You don't tell people what to do. I'm not scared of you. I'm okay. I'm legit.
I'm not asking
I'm
you
legit.
to be scared of
I'm
me.
a human being just
I'm
like you.
asking you to go.
I'm not
you
doing
have
nothing.
your
Call
stuff.
the police.
Go.
No, because that's how y'all talk to people and think that y'all run shit. You bugging. You don't know me, bitch. This is not the modern day. This is a new day. We spend money here. Respect us too, bitch. You bugging. You bugging. I'm not scared of no police. I am a citizen just like you, and you will respect us too. What are you talking about? Y'all bitches is bugging. It's a new day.
I'm bugging. You're in the grocery store in front of babies and older people.
In front of babies. Ask anybody.
Listen to this. It's getting violent.
Yes, officer, please, we need assistance. I'm not going to touch your mother. I have more training than you savage-ass white people.
Who's racist
now?
now?
You racist. You racist. I heard your mother talking to him like shit when I was on the phone.
She was doing that.
She was talking to him like shit when I was on the phone. Like, y'all get agitated with black people. Bitch, we spend $1,000 every month in here.
I don't give a
you
you
talking.
spend $5
Stop disrespecting me because I'm telling you, I will knock you the out. I will knock you clean out.
She was in, and you know she was in the wrong.
Have your stuff, so
It don't mean shit. She was in the wrong. She never said sorry.
She can't fix it.
How she? Everything was paid
So y'all
for.
can just talk to people like.
I got no words for this one, if I'm completely honest, because this is just kind of insane behavior. Like, I've probably said it about a bajillion different times over the past few years. You know, kindness, patience, it goes a long way in so many situations, especially if things aren't going for you, or if you're dealing with a person who's aggressively over the top. I don't know. It just seems insane. This is your response to something not working, like your EMT card isn't functioning here for some reason or another. You go off at the grocery workers who have absolutely no control on whether your card works or not going to find someone who can actually help you solve this issue. Instead, you lose it and scream and shout at the grocery worker who's probably being paid minimum wage. Unless it's the manager, but even then, that's still absolutely unnecessary. Here we have a Karen who's been wandering around the parking lot like a bit of an idiot who's almost gotten themselves ran over here. They walked out of the way of the car, and then as the car got closer, they decided to walk back in the way, and then they decided to go off at the driver for being close to hitting them.
And what's wrong with you, ma'am? What's your problem?
Get off your phone.
What's your problem?
Get off. Get off.
What? Don't touch me.
Get off.
Don't touch me.
Get off your phone.
Don't touch me.
And get off your phone.
Don't touch me. You're in a parking lot. You're walking across. I waited for you to park, and you get in front of me. You walk back. That's really stupid.
Get off your phone and pay attention to the people
I wasn't
walking.
on the phone.
Yeah. What is that in your hand?
I just turned it on. It's called recording, you dumbass.
You were holding it in your hand. You were on your phone.
No, I wasn't on my phone.
You were on your phone.
Get out of my face.
You pay attention to people that
Get
are
out of
driving.
my face.
You pay attention to people that are walking.
Did I hit you? I wasn't even close to your
You
ass.
weren't paying attention.
I was.
No, you weren't.
Get out of my face.
Get out of this parking lot.
Get out of my face.
Get out of this parking.
You know, I'm just going to assume that the guy was not on his phone beforehand, considering how the Karen wasn't really doing much until the guy, like, poked out of his window with his phone in his hand and started going off at the person. Then she came over with her extremely bossy attitude saying, "Get off your phone!" Like she's some form of school teacher or something. And it continually does it over and over again, like that's going to do anything useful. Ma'am, you're the one who's wandering around the car park like a bloody buffoon, and now you're sitting here going like, "Oh, this guy's now recording me. I gotta go off at it for using his phone whilst driving. Ha 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 ha." I don't know. Here we have an ex-Amazon delivery driver attempting to deliver a package to the front door the house's delivery goes to. There seems to be two dogs that might potentially be harmful. Anyway, the owner comes out and turns out they're a bit off the wagon, so to speak.
Let's take some pictures.
I don't know why you're getting so upset.
Because you're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody else leaves the package at the door. All right?
Dude,
They read the sign, and they take a picture, and it's right by the fence. But not you. You're an idiot. Give me my package and get the out of my property. Come on. You ready? You gonna leave the package or you gonna go?
Are you done?
You wanna call the manager?
Are you done?
Guy.
Dude, take a breath. Seriously.
You're agitating me. Get the out of here.
You were agitated before I came here. So
Guy, take a picture of the package and
I'm bringing it back. I'm not delivering it.
Okay, then let's call Amazon and
on, dude. Like, I don't need your bullshit. Like, that's crazy.
You almost came in and got attacked by a dog.
I didn't. That dog right there.
Yeah,
that's gonna attack me.
That one is mean. Okay, it's my house. I dictate. Yeah, get off my property. Get off my property. Get my packages, dude. Don't touch me.
Are you kidding me right now?
Touch
Are
me.
you kidding me?
Get off my.
Are you kidding me?
Get off my property.
Yo.
Oh
my God. I'm calling the police right now.
Let's do it. Don't touch me.
Oh, dude.
Hit me. Hit me. I love it.
You hit me.
Go ahead. Yeah, get the out of here. I'm calling the cops.
If you stop shaking, you can call the police.
Ain't gonna lie, first time watching this clip, I flinched at that last bit. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this one. According to the comments of what was on this TikTok, it seems to be deleted now, is that not only did this guy get written up, but he also got fired from his Amazon job, which honestly ain't surprising considering how things like this tend to go, and I wouldn't be too surprised if he either TikTok took down the clip or maybe Amazon themselves got involved to get the clip taken down. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one why it's gone now. Either way, God, that guy seems to be completely off his nutter. And is it just me, or it looks like the dogs were very scared about the entire interaction itself? Like, they seem to be just trying to stay to as far on the other side of the fence as they could possibly get, cowering off on the other side as far away from their apparent owner. And like, I get the frustration that he failed to read the sign. There's a sign there, you should probably make sure you read it, but at the same time, this is not how you react at all. I hope maybe he gets an assault charge, but knowing how the world tends to go, the Amazon guy's the one who cops all the crap for this, and that's all there is to it, which sucks. Here we have a pair of kids who are fishing who accidentally walked into other people's properties because, you know, there's no fences marking out different people's properties. It's literally just a bunch of houses as well as public property just backing into what looks to be a lake. And so this guy decided to come out and go off at the kids for apparently going into his property, and even when they left, he decided to keep being a nuisance towards them for ultimately no good reason.
I'm doing nothing wrong.
Guess what? Hey, shut up. I'm not your dad. Shut up. I don't want you fishing over here. Guess what? I'm going to call the police.
What is he hurting and what will the police do?
Nobody's talking to you. Is that funny? Is it? You stupid dumb mother.
What do you do to this guy, Kyle?
Absolutely nothing.
No. Hey, Pat, so you were the one that came into my yard.
But he got out.
And then I left.
After you ran your mouth all the way down here, remember?
Because I wouldn't run my mouth.
Oh, of course you weren't. Of course you weren't. Freedom of speech, right? Freedom of speech, right? Hey, dumb. Guess what happens if you fall in that pond over there on my property? You fall in and drown. Guess what happens? That's on me. You're not now. That's why I ran your dumb off.
Exactly. That's why I'm over here fishing.
That's why you're over here, and you're gonna throw a fish up on the pond.
So I can take a picture with it.
Really? How long do you think that fish is gonna last out of water?
A long time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How long? How long? You're 15 years old. You know the world.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, go ahead, dumb.
How are you sitting here cussing? I'm a 15-year-old dude.
I don't give a what you are. You're talking to a man. I don't give a about you.
Yeah.
And please, tell your dad. You know where I live, 4541. Bring him over. Please do. Is that funny?
What is your problem, dude?
Shut up.
I don't have
to. Is that funny? Oh, you don't have to. I'm 15 years old.
What is your problem, dude?
Shut up.
He's just a big tough guy and he thinks he's everything.
I'm a big tough guy. You walked on my property. You walked on Keith's property. You walked
I didn't
on
touch
Charlie's
your property, though.
Nobody's
Quit telling me to shut up.
To you.
20 minutes to be exact. 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
20 minutes? How long, since I've been standing in the house watching you, how long was it out there?
5 minutes maybe.
Please tell your dad to come over to my house. Please.
Why would he come to your house?
I want to talk to
He
him.
has no reason to.
Oh no, because you're right, right?
Yeah. I'm not hurting anything.
Yeah.
You don't want my dad to come to your house.
Really, I don't?
You don't.
Really? What's your dad's name? What's that?
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'm breaking no law.
What's your dad's name?
Wrong. I could be vandalizing your house instead of fishing. And you,
oh, wow.
There goes the sheriff. Why don't you stop me?
You could be vandalizing my house. Way to go. Yeah. You're the future, old.
Yep.
You could be vandalizing my house, but instead you're fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it all better.
Wouldn't you rather a kid fish instead of vandalize?
All right, Kyle, let's go.
Shut up.
Dude, I don't need to shut up.
Think about vandalizing. Why would you even think
Let's
about
quit arguing with this dude.
Because it happens on the news every single day, and you're worried about me fishing.
In New Pal?
You see kids?
In New Pal?
Yeah.
I see you throw that fish up on the bank.
Did you see the kid?
And I said, are you going to...
gas station last week?
No.
Yeah, that could have been you.
I said, are you going to eat that? And you said yes.
Look, I could understand if your yard was fenced off to get into access of that area, but it wasn't. You can see from across the lake how none of the houses over there have any form of fencing to split them up in any way, shape, or form. It's just one big open yard space that goes across multiple different property lines. And so, of course, a 15-year-old's not going to have full knowledge of that type of thing. They might not even realize they've walked into someone else's property. They might just want to do some fishing. Like, what type of dumbass are you just to go off at kids over and over again, and then when someone else tries to interject, it's like, hey, you're being a bit silly here, you go off at them like, no, shut up, you're not involved in this. Oh god, some people are just dancing dumb.
Here we have someone showing the appropriate response to when someone calls you out for littering.
Bitch, you're coming. I don't give a You the police? I'll throw the shit out again. Now pick it up. Now pick it up. Your ass will come up missing, bitch. I'll take your mother phone. You ain't white, you black.
I would never understand this type of person. It's just some form of heavy denial when someone calls you out for something you did wrong, rather than either accepting what you did wrong or just flat out ignoring the fact that you did something wrong. No, instead, you lash out at the person who just called you out for doing something wrong and do very stupid crap because you don't want to accept responsibility for your own actions.
Here we have an unhappy customer that's apparently not getting treated right and wants the manager, but this staff member decides not to call the manager until a little bit later.
That's well.
No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do. Look at you. Hella mad. Can't even see. Look, yeah, your hand up. You're still getting recorded. And I'm putting you on Yelp.
Okay, do that.
Yo, jacket dirty and hella shit. Like, I'm not playing no more, bro. Cost the manager. You need to give a fuck, bitch.
I don't.
You need to give a fuck, bitch, because you need this job.
No.
You do, bitch. You do.
I actually don't.
You do. You fucking do. You do, bitch. You do. Call the manager. Call the police. Bitch, I'll call them for you.
Ivan, can y'all come down here? Because Michaela is down here and she's being...
You don't know me. Don't say my name like you know me. Don't say my name like you know me.
She's recording me.
Yes, I am.
And I'm about to call the cops.
Call him. Call him. Call him.
All right, can y'all hurry up?
Call him.
It's about to get escalated.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. They shouldn't have hired you. You don't have good customer service. This must be your first job. That's crazy. You know my name. So keep huffing and puffing. Blow your wolf down. Blow the house down. I don't give a fuck about you calling them again. And yes, I'm here. Again.
Hello.
Hi. So you the manager, right?
I'm an acting manager.
Exactly. And she could have just fucking called you when I just told her to call you.
Okay.
Very interesting way to approach the manager when she does finally appear, and from what we can tell before the clip ends with the funny TikTok noise in the background, just like the manager sounds like they're about to go off at the person going, okay, calm down. Like, it just sounds like one of those, like, the manager's not gotten the great impression of you and what you're going on about here, especially considering the moment they appear in the room, you're just going off on another rampaging nonsense, something, I don't know. It just seems wild to me that this is how some people act in situations like these. In this next clip, we got the neighborhood Karen who decided to annoy their neighbor and has now copped an absolute whooping with words for it.
Listen, you're wasting your time. You think you're gonna keep coming over here? It's gonna be I promise you that. Okay? Take your ass back. Take your ass back in.
And you act like you think that we don't belong in this neighborhood. This neighborhood is a downgrade for me. You know that? This is a downgrade for me. So get your ass back and mind your here.
You want to just keep on top and keep doing that.
And it's not against the law to play music in this country, okay?
During the
So
daytime.
take your back here. Take back home. You look and sound. Hey Karen. Hi Karen. Hi Karen. How are you today, Karen? You're Karen. Bye Karen. Hey Karen. Bye Karen. Have a nice day. And you're gonna be on social media, right? You know that, right?
Come on, just,
I want you to know that.
Come on, get out.
I want you to know that.
All right,
and this is gonna go viral, super viral. Yeah, super viral.
Just go in your
this
house.
This is gonna go super viral.
You're across
so
the street.
have a nice day.
You're
and the
across
music's
the
gonna
street.
play. Have a nice day, and the music's gonna play. Fuck
That's
out of
ridiculous. You're
here.
across the street. There's no way you got to be watching. Just stay in your house. That's what you need to do. Stay up.
Have a nice day, and the music.
I love the guy who's like just going off at her, and the camera's just standing there taking all of this, just taking it all in. Maybe she's realizing that, oh wait, maybe I am the asshole in this situation. Actually, probably not, considering how entitled a lot of Karens are. She probably doesn't even realize that she did anything wrong in that situation whatsoever. Also, gotta love the whole thing when the guy was just told her, well, how about go home, go back to your place, yada yada yada, shit like that. And it's just like, oh, what, I don't belong here? This is like a downgrade to me. It's like just the flex of that is just hilarious. I still can't get over how the Karen just stood there, just realizing that she's getting absolutely railed by this guy at this point in time, and she has nothing that she can do about it. Here we got an unhappy Kevin who seems to have had a fun night drinking at the bar and everything's gone horribly wrong, and he blames it all on the worker at the bar. Good on him.
I have the right to do this. I'm posting you.
Thank God.
You got it.
Keep
I am.
posting, man.
I am.
Keep posting.
Oh, I'm posting this.
Shit, really?
Good. Yeah, and I have the right to do this.
You should be fired.
You should be in a drunk tank. You should be careful driving home as well.
There you go. Wow.
I don't care. I'm not stopping until he leaves. This is my right. I'm within my right. He's threatening me. I'm within my right. And if he continues, I'll call the police because I guarantee you can't drive home.
Well, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, we're all good. 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 Okay. We're all good.
Sorry, sir.
Fantastic. Like, I don't even know what to say about this one. It's just like, so according to the text that's on screen, apparently this Kevin is blaming the worker for his girl leaving him that night, which is a very interesting choice to be made and definitely shows a person who's not really able to take responsibility for their own decisions, and maybe once he wakes up with a massive hangover, he'll rethink everything he did the night beforehand and realize what he's done. Or maybe not. There are people who just don't care to actually acknowledge when they're wrong and just pretend that nothing actually happened. This guy goes into this KFC Taco Bell because his boyfriend had a number put on their receipt by one of the employees. Basically, he wants to try and confront them about this for some weird reason. I really don't think it's the end of the world, but anyway, the employees there are really not having it.
Good morning. How you doing? My boyfriend was here earlier. He said that you wrote your phone number or his receipt, and I'm just here to check you and say, like, control your hormones or whatever's going on. I know he fine. His name Antoine. You work with her?
Let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
I don't care about you nor Antoine. When you walk in here, say good morning like we said to you.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Yeah. I don't care about no Antoine. I don't care none of that. You
I
want
said good morning.
No, I'm asking you. You want to order food?
Yeah, I am. Could
All
I
right.
finish with that all? I want to
I don't
check
want to hear
her.
about none of that. You're not checkmating nothing here.
Danita.
I'm checking off. I'm checking lists and everything.
Danita, it's Christmas.
And you had ho ho ho.
Uh-uh.
Yes, baby. Right back at you. You want some chicken?
Oh my God! All of y'all coming?
Yeah. Welcome to our store. You ain't about to come in and checkmate nothing about.
Oh my God! I thought I was in the suburbs. I thought this North Philly.
And Chester.
Northwest Chester. We don't know who you talking to, bro.
And
ain't nobody up in here with no.
If I would have got my nails done, it would be order
Oh, baby,
popping.
you would have had to bring your Vaseline.
So I just better order my food and shut up.
And go on about your business.
Y'all will fight me?
I'll knock you out. I got too many deep pins back here. I'm so honest. I've been busting your heels.
Gotta love how quickly he backs off the moment he realizes that, oh, the entire store of employees are coming up to say, hey, order your food, shut up and move on, otherwise we'll fight you. Oh, that's hilarious. Gotta love it when this happens. In this episode, we've got a Karen who doesn't quite understand that no matter how heavy you actually are, you're not going to be able to pull that window down.
Why do you have to go that way?
Come on out here.
What you call me? What you call me?
Get inside.
What you
Come
call
on
me?
inside.
What you call me?
Get inside.
What did you call me? See, that's bad business. That's bad for business. Can you go, ma'am, please?
Give me my keys that have my name on them.
Can you go, ma'am, please?
Give me my keys
All right.
and I will back off.
Can you let go, please?
Give me my keys.
Can you please go, ma'am? Like, you being mad annoying right now. All you gotta do is wait till the cops gone.
I can record too, F. Give me my keys that have my name on them.
I just gotta love the entire thing here. She's just like, oh yeah, it's like, give me my keys. She grabs the top of the window, tries to pull it back down. I get it, you're big, you got some weight on you, but it's not quite gonna work when you're fighting against the mechanics of a goddamn car. I don't think it's quite work. And then slapping the window with your full hand, not putting it in a fist or anything else, that's not going to break the window. I don't know what you were expecting to achieve with that entire interaction. It's like, these people have called the cops because they want the cops to come and sort it out, because clearly they don't feel comfortable enough to deal with you guys, and then you guys are just making things worse by slapping the window while he's recording you. Brilliant. In this clip here, this couple are walking their cat along the beach for the first time, and it turns out there's a dog who's not leashed in the area, and well, things go things. Here's the clip.
Basil's first beach experience. I don't know if she's feeling the ocean. It's fine. You're okay. Oh. Oh no. Hi, no. It's okay. No. No. Oh, okay. Oh, Basil. Basil, it's okay. You should put your dog on the leash. Hey! Can you get your dog, please? That's not cool. Can you put your dog on a leash? Hey! Basil! Can you put your dog on a leash? Get your dog! What the? Get your dog!
Things go things. Anyway, let's go into a little information about this. Now, first off, the cat's okay. Nothing actually happened to the cat. What actually happened here is because the cat's a kitten, the cat was having a bit of a panic attack about the dog, and so was jumping, going all the way around, scratching up the faces of the couple that was there, because, you know, the cat's a bit panicked and is jumping around like a cat does. And you know what makes this worse? The owner of the dog was sitting there laughing the entire time. Yeah, I'm not joking about this. The dog, like, the story was told by these guys in their TikToks post this initial one here, and it just was, they were just sitting there laughing the entire time, not too worried about anything to do with it. Like, it's just insane to me just to think about that. Because, you know, half the things here is that half of the times, So many dogs get put down because they are put in situations where they get perceived as dangerous. You know what half that problem is? Is the amount of dogs that people leave unleashed when walking about public areas and not actually doing anything to actually sustain them whenever they do go up to approach any other animals or pets or people or anything along those lines, because you never know what's going to happen. It's like, legitimately, it frustrates me to beyond nerve. It's like, if you're in a dog park, I get it. If there's dog parks are like one of the few places outside of home where dogs can be off leashes, because that's just meant to be their playground. They have a little fun there, maybe meet some other dogs, and hopefully things go fine. But you got to be ready to jump and grab your dog in case things aren't. But if you're on a public beach, maybe you should get your dog sooner than whatever in the world you were doing here. Because imagine if these people acted slightly different to the situation. What if instead of just trying to grab their cat and move away from the dog, what if they did like what other people would do and kick the dog in this situation? The dog might attack, and then the dog might have to get put down for attacking a human being, and you know what? That would be all entirely your fault for not controlling your dog. And that just frustrates me. Here we have the neighborhood racist Karen.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Where should I go? Where should I go?
I don't want you coming over here and blowing your crap
I should
all
go back to
over
my country.
yard anymore.
I should go back to my country.
Understand that?
I should go to my country, you said?
Yeah.
I should?
Yeah.
Tell me again.
Why don't you?
Why don't I what?
If you don't have any respect for me and talk to me in a decent
No,
manner.
tell me what you just said right now. I should go back to my what? I should go back to my what?
Go back to your what?
I should go back to my country, you said?
Yeah. Why don't you go back to your country?
This is my country. I'm a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, you sound like it.
I am a U.S. citizen.
No, you don't sound like it.
I always find it interesting when we get these clips where someone's just trying to get another person to say words again, because obviously they clearly said it before the recording began, and they just want them to repeat themselves, but they're always so afraid to repeat themselves. I wonder why. Here the cameras got themselves into a car crash. By the looks of it, they were trying to merge into a lane that already had a vehicle there, and rather than accepting fault, which, let's be honest, who actually does in these situations sometimes, she is screaming up a storm to the person they crashed into.
My chances of a marathon, you're really gonna pay! Really gonna pay! Side hurts!
Man, with all due respect, you're in my lane.
Excuse me, wait, but turn about me, returning! First, you jack. I was in that lane first and you hit me. I was changing lanes. Say, oh, I was in my lane. You put a exit line to proceed in this lane, you proceed to get him! Several cars back that way. You're completely 100% at fault if you're recording this. You! You're gonna pay!
I asked you
$50.
nicely to stop multiple
No! No! I don't have to stop you at me!
You've been like this for 5 minutes.
I'm hurt!
Are you hurt at all? Do me a favor.
Yeah, no problem. I also
Man, insurance is going to really love this one. This clip will send you up a wall. I will legitimately let you know this now. This is an infuriating story. So what's happened here is these guys have checked into a hotel pretty late at night, probably around 11:30 p.m. according to the time state that they want to stay here. Anyway, they got to their room and pretty much unpacked and went straight to bed. Partway throughout the night, the wife decides that she needs to go to the toilet, so they go to the bathroom. It turns out, though, that the door to the bathroom is currently locked. So they go downstairs to the person who's currently there working at the hotel, and he's the most blank state person I think we've ever seen before, who just refuses to do anything to help anyone in this situation. Here's the clip.
You won't tell me. My room is 121.
There are people in 120.
My room is 121, correct? Correct, right? My bathroom door is locked. And you don't have the access key to that, correct?
I have a master key.
No, for the doorknob that is locked.
No, I don't.
You don't have it. The hall bathroom here is also locked, correct?
Yes, it's broke down.
It's broke down. That checks out. You don't have access to that door either. So currently, I have room 121 with no access to any restroom facilities whatsoever. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Well, I'm trying to
Well, if I have one restroom in my room, sir, and that access to that is locked, then what other room would I have? What other restroom would I have? So you won't give me another room.
I'll just call the police.
You won't call the owner.
That's what I'm saying.
So
It's the other way around. They can't use the restroom, and all they want is either a room or somehow to get into the restroom. That's all they want.
So my husband, he was an ex-police officer, and he just had a knee surgery. So he's a contractor also. They have little like pinhole. He was just explaining to him.
I don't have.
They have little pinholes.
Yeah,
that,
but
you know,
I don't think he's.
I asked him to even look in the office, and he said, I don't know what's back there, and he just refused to look.
Okay. That's what I'm saying is, if the roles were reversed, and you had a customer in here that was just refusing to use your bathrooms, or because they couldn't get into their bathroom, they were now just going pee on your floor, you would have us out here removing them from the property.
Did you ever get threatened?
If you don't want them, if he threatened you and you want them removed, we can ask them to leave. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that they're, but I'm saying I would be.
He threatened me several times.
Okay, do you want them removed from the property?
Well, can we figure out what's going on here? Maybe, maybe not.
What's going on here is, again, I can't force you to do nothing. I cannot. Okay?
I understand that. I get that. I know what I know, and there's things I don't know.
Okay.
This is things I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how
a door?
I'm sorry?
Like how to open a door?
Or just give us another room? You don't know how to do that? Because this is where that conversation started, and just the confusion, and act like you just.
You're where the conversation started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Yeah. You try
My
that.
point is.
So let's do 2 to 1.
Okay.
You want to jump in there, make it 3 to 1?
No.
I'm not
You're taking it personal, but you're taking it. We just need another room, buddy. You're taking it like we're trying to attack you. We need another. I said you're taking it personal. This is ridiculous. This is the most. I'm getting this on recording just for the Better Business Bureau, and when I contact the attorney general.
Okay. When we came in here, you gave us a key for the room that we are currently in. So you obviously possess the capability to do so. I am asking that you use the same capability. Hello, I'm talking.
I hear you.
Okay, well, I'm asking that you give me just another room so that I can use the bathroom. And you won't do it. And you won't call the owner. Can I call the owner? Actually, I don't even want to stay here anymore, but I have got to go to the bathroom. I just had a baby 7 months ago. I just had a procedure at my work. I work at the hospital. I need to go to the bathroom. And if I have to return to the hospital again because I was unable to use the bathroom, it is going to be not very pretty because I'm not paying for the procedure and I'm going to be really mad.
This is going to turn into a lawsuit really quick if you just don't give us another room. And that's all we're asking is for another room. I'll even go to the goddamn second floor if we have to.
Is there a second floor?
No, there's a second floor. There's 56 rooms here. There's a second floor.
I got a room I can give them.
If that's what you want to do, if that solves the problem, that solves the problem. I can't force you to do anything.
That solves their problem. That leaves me with a locked door.
Okay. It left them with a locked door too.
I didn't lock it.
Oh my God.
But apparently, they're saying they didn't either. When they walked in the room, it was already locked. That's what the problem.
They've been here for 5 hours.
Again, he said he came in at 1 a.m. and went directly to bed. And then they got up to use the restroom, and now they can't get in the restroom.
It wasn't even that late. It was 11:30.
Okay, even in then, if they came in and went directly to bed, again, I can't force you to do anything, and I can't. So, but it seems to me that this could have been solved much civilly and much more easier than me having to come out here. You know what I mean?
Like with me being threatened, that helps to solve it.
No, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
That's all I heard for 20 straight minutes.
Because you won't give us a room.
You still don't have the right to threaten me.
Sir, I apologize for threatening you.
No, it's too late.
Oh my God, are we really arguing over somebody's feelings right now?
Yep.
Okay, well, I need a hotel, so I don't know what hotels are in the vicinity.
We're gonna have to go to the Speedway for you to use the bathroom. So we're gonna have to wake my 7-month-old son up and pack everything up so she can go use the potty. But she can't walk. She's got a potty so bad, and you still won't give us a room.
I was working on that.
Where are you? It's 17 steps there and back. In one of these. You have a master. He has a master key. You have a master key. You won't even lock a door for her to go use the bathroom right now.
Unlock what door?
Any door, buddy. Any door so she can use the bathroom.
Other people's rooms?
An empty one. Oh, what are we talking about? You know exactly what I'm saying. An empty room so she can use the bathroom. Hell, your room. Like you just left to go use the bathroom in your room. I would take your room at this point. She's got to use the bathroom.
See, this is a better conversation.
You want me to beg you? Is that what you wanted? You wanted me to beg you.
I can open a door and let her use the bathroom.
I want a room to use the bathroom.
Can I get your ID, sir? Can I get yours by chance?
My ID's in my room, but I'll use what's up.
And I need hers too, just for a simple report.
For sure.
We came out here. Can I get your ID, sir? It seems to me that you guys can solve it easily, civilly. If you don't want to have it solved civilly, and you want them to leave, I can ask them to leave.
They don't have to leave, and I'll work on getting you another room.
Okay. All right.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Can I go to the bathroom?
Well, he's going to work on getting us a room
No,
now.
he's not.
So, for everybody wanting an update, life got in the way, so we weren't able to get one as fast as some of y'all were wanting one. So, update on the hotel situation. For starters, we were up in Upper Sandusky for an MMA fight. Obviously, this is what's wrong with my face. I did win. It may not look like I won, but I did win. But the update is I spoke to my brother, who's a lawyer in the Akron area, and it looks like we're going to be pursuing personal injury and breach of contract. Like a lot of you have said, there is obviously a case to be made here, especially since my wife had just had a situation or an operation, a procedure is a better way to say it, on her uterus. And she even mentions that in the video if you listen. And then on top of that, she had a baby 7-8 months ago. So, you know, being forced to hold your urine over the not only the course of our initial discussion, but then after the police were there, and then also to have to pack your room, wake up our infant son, load the car up, and drive to a gas station for her to be able to relieve herself was just a ridiculous situation, and it was uncalled for. For some of you mentioning like, oh, he was acting that way because he was provoked. I walked to that desk at 4:30 in the morning and it was empty again. I had to call and wake him up, and he came out of his room. He was he's just crashing at that hotel. Again, he's not an employee. And I started that conversation off very civilly. It's like, hey man, do you have one of those door pokers that opens the door, you know? And again, a lot of you have mentioned like, well, just poke it with a, it's 4:30 in the morning. Shouldn't have to, for starters. And I didn't have really anything in the room that I could have used for that purpose, other than like breaking one of their clothes hangers and making my own. But I didn't really feel like MacGyvering something at 4:30 in the morning when I could just go to the desk at any normal hotel, and if they didn't have that, they could call maintenance or they could call the owner and be able to figure this situation out. So the longer that he looked at me and he just, what is it that you want from me? I'm like, I want a bathroom. Like, why are you not understanding what I'm asking? And it just was just a cycle of stupidity. And I finally got to the point, it was like, my wife needs to piss, and is what he said. And I was like, I'm gonna be if you don't just listen to what I'm saying and just give me another room. And the hotter I got is when my wife came down and she was like, he has been down there too long, and now I hear yelling. Point being, did not instigate this situation. I think any man listening to this would have acted in a similar way if it was his wife and children. If not, you're a pussy, and I don't care. So, we're going to be pursuing legal action against this hotel. To those of you that have reached out and blown them up and asked for rooms that did not have a bathroom and just called them on hours of the night, God bless you folks. There is nothing in this world that unites people like the internet, particularly TikTok. Just the fact that so many of these random strangers that have found this video thought to themselves, you know what, yeah, I have time for that today. I appreciate you. You're my type of people. There's a lot of you all that I could be friends with out there, just because the sheer level of petty is so appreciated by myself and my wife. We have laughed endlessly at some of these comments. Whether anything comes of this or not is irrelevant at this point. I think so many people, and this video's 600,000 views or more now and continues to go up. So God bless y'all. That hotel, those people that own it, and my brother pretty well assured me, he's like, these things never go to trial. So, and I don't anticipate us squeezing any type of money or any type of that situation. It's not even our intention. But just the neglect and the apathy towards the situation, and then the follow it up. I mean, obviously the owners have known about the situation now, and their remedy was to change the number for the hotel or to pretend as though it's not their number now. So that's pretty cute. The further this goes, we're planning on sitting down for some consultations with some personal injury lawyers, some breach of contract lawyers, and seeing what the plan is moving forward. The more we get to know about this, the more I will post y'all. For those of you that are following now to this situation, I hope to have something for you here shortly. Thanks.
Yeah, that was indeed a clip. I really, it's a lot to really think about there, and definitely a very crazy situation. This just seems like one of those things where the guy who was supposed to be working there got someone else to take over them temporarily, saying, you know, nothing usually happens at night. Just sit here, look like you're doing something, and I'll be back later, or crap like that. Because it's weird. Because usually there'd be a hotel, at least one worker still floating about this late at night, but apparently the guy who was, it wasn't someone who's employed there, and rather than just being apologetic about it, the owners of the hotel seems to be just trying to dodge the entire thing by just switching phone lines and pretending like none of this has happened so far. It just seems like a lot of just stupid decisions have been made here that just make absolutely no sense. If I was in the shoes of that older guy who was there, who was apparently just refusing to do anything, do you just lack any form of empathy to other people, or you just literally did not give a damn about anything, that you just didn't want to try and help the situation, you just wanted to be a brick wall? Even when the police showed up to try and handle the situation, you just continued to be a brick wall, not being honest with anything, not saying that you don't actually work there, not giving any information to help anyone whatsoever, which is just outright ridiculous. Though I do have one thing to note. It looks like you're driving your car whilst you're making this follow-up video. That's a little bit unsafe. I hate to be that type of person, but couldn't you have just stopped and done this? I don't know.